Hello, I'm Yaba with the Lady Pearls Mentorship Academy. You're watching the Lady Pearls Show. Today, I'm here with Miss Phaedra Boyd with Greater Empower Tutoring. Last week, we talked about how we can use metacognitive learning strategies to ace our test, or how we can use metacognitive strategies to help our children ace their test. We talked about making it personal. This week, we will talk about how you can prepare your study space to ace your test. Miss Phaedra, can you talk about what we discussed last week? Can you just brush it through for us?
Yes, ma'am. So, just a quick recap. Last episode, we talked about making it personal, which simply means find that goal, that incentive, that thing that'll get you through when school gets boring, when school gets tough,
Yes.
when there are other interesting, fun things calling for your attention. That thing that'll push you and help you, make you get through to achieve your goal.
Yes.
So, that's making it personal. Today, we're going to talk about preparing your study space.
Awesome.
So, preparing your study space. When I say prepare your study space, you probably are thinking, okay, she's going to say make sure when you study that it's quiet, that there aren't too
That's
many
exactly what I was
distractions.
thinking about.
Right, not too many distractions, that
Yeah.
you're comfortable but not
Uh-huh.
too comfortable, which is one of the levels of preparing your study space.
Yes.
Question for you. Lady Pearl, where do you study?
I study in my office sometimes. Yeah,
Okay. Which is a reasonable answer.
Yes.
I study in my office / classroom / craft room. I homeschool. So this is the area that I've dedicated to working and studying. But the library is also a
Yes,
good place
yes,
to study.
yes. That's a good encouragement for children. That's a perfect place for children to study.
Yes.
Yes.
Gwinnett County has a lot of nice libraries.
I give
Shout
them
out
thumbs up. Shout out to
to Miss Jamie and
Good.
Richard and Donald at the Lawrenceville Library. Lovely people,
Yes.
so helpful.
Yes.
The library. Take advantage of the staff there, the resources there.
Yes.
But going to my first question, where do you study? The answer is actually in your mind.
In your mind.
Yes.
Whoa.
So when I say prepare your study space, I'm talking about preparing your mind and
Mindset?
your mindset.
Oh my goodness. This reminds me of Carol Dweck, the professor of psychology.
Okay.
She talked about, and we're going to talk about this in detail in our future episodes, but she talks about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. There are two types of mindset, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And let me give you this. It said the fixed mindset students believe their basic abilities, their talents, and abilities are just fixed. And the growth mindset student understands that their talents and abilities can be developed through efforts, good teaching or good work, coaching, mentoring, and persistence. I like the last one, the persistence.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, so last episode I shared with you about my encounter with calculus.
Mm-hmm.
And I eked out a B and then eventually a C in the second
Yes.
quarter. But that did not set well with me. Even though I met my goal of graduating, I had to do the class to graduate. I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to do my master's, I said, I'm going to take calculus again because I know I can ace calculus.
Yes, you can.
There are so many kids that ace calculus. Why can't I be one of those
That's
kids?
the thing.
Right. So this thing about the growth mindset, the fixed mindset, I had the mindset that, hey, I can do it too.
So your growth mindset set in with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we've talked about preparing your study space
Mhm.
in a physical sense.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure that it's quiet, making sure that there aren't a lot of distractions, making sure that it's comfortable. The second component is that mindset, that internal drive that says, I can learn,
Yes.
I can get an A
Yes.
as well. So I aced calculus.
Woo!
Yay!
That's good.
You can ace it too. So that's the second part. But the third part comes from an article that I want to share with you. I found
Yes.
it on Yahoo News.
Okay.
And what it did is they put side by side two brains of 3-year-old children.
Mm.
One brain was more fully developed than
Yes.
the other. The second brain was smaller. Some of the parts of the brain had not yet been developed. One was labeled normal, One was labeled extreme neglect.
Okay.
The article
Oh.
the article talks about the effect of nurture, of love, of conversing with our children, of reading with our children, of taking care of our children, how that is an integral part of preparing our study space, our mind.
That is why I'm very particular about mentoring. What does mentoring do? It's helping people or helping children boost themselves when it comes to preparing their mindset or growing their mindset. So if you're a parent out there and watching, tag a parent, share it with a parent, and let them know that we are helping students and their parents to help, helping them prepare their mindset. Mindset is everything. The mind, somebody said, the mind is a garden. You can either sow flowers or you can sow weeds.
Right.
So you are yourself the garden, and every child is a garden. So we have to know that they are amazing.
Yes. Yes.
They are important. And if we can push them a little bit, we can help them prepare their mindset. They can do anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Yes. I have
to
two
ease.
stories that
Ooh.
back that. A friend of mine just finished, defended, and published his doctoral thesis.
Great.
And he posted a picture of the acknowledgement section where he shares that at one point of his life as a youth,
Mhm.
he was abandoned and homeless.
Yes.
But his grandmother took him in and cared for him, nurtured him, and would tell him the things that God told her would happen in his life.
Prophesying into the child's life.
Yes, and he said everything has come true.
Because she believed it.
Yeah.
Whatever you speak unto your child comes a belief from the heart. So whatever is inside will come out from them. So if you want good from your children, please speak life. Speak life.
to them.
Speak life to the children.
Yes.
Do not speak
Yes.
negatively about your
Yes.
children. Do not talk negatively to your children, because you know what? It has a big effect on their lives. And we really don't want to see them. The words that you say are the seeds you're sowing in them.
Yes. Fortunately, as we alluded to earlier, there's a fixed mindset, there's a growth mindset.
Yes.
So, if we've started this bad pattern, it is reversible.
Yes.
Chen Miller shares a story, and she's a teacher in Israel. She tells a story about her experience as a teacher. She goes into a classroom, there's a child misbehaving, he's cursing, spitting, acting out.
Mm-hmm.
She tells the child, "You're clever, you're a good boy." She tells him this every day. The child's response is, "You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
My parents tell me I'm disturbed. My teachers tell me I'm disturbed. My headmaster tells me I'm disturbed. I am disturbed." But she continues for 2 weeks to tell this child, "You are clever. You are a good boy."
Amazing.
The third week, she says, she comes into the classroom and there's a little seat next to her.
Wow.
The child had accepted his new story about himself.
Wow. Wow.
His
that's amazing.
mindset had grown. He
Yes.
embraced this new story that was written for him about him being a wonderful child.
Wow.
Parents, adults, it is extremely important.
Yes.
We are the first ones that prepare that mindset.
Yes.
If you tell your kids that they're nothing, they're going to be nothing.
Mhm.
If you tell them that they're wonderful and they're great,
They will be wonderful.
yes, they
Nothing
will.
will slow your progress than your mindset, and nothing will slow your children's progress than their mindset. I'm thrilled, and as I said, I'm thrilled to take this journey with you, and I believe parents, you will take the benefit of it, and go through this with your children, and let us all be on this journey together. Let's take this journey together to a journey of success, acing our subjects and helping our children to get the good schools that we want, get the scholarships that we want.